Header up.
Rob and Chris, they're on the air. Yankees, Mets, they're everywhere. From the Bronx to Queens, the diamond gleams. MLB talk, the ultimate team. MLB is the place to be. Rob and Chris with the pitch you'll see. Swinging stacks and stories fly. Baseball talk that's amplified.
And welcome to a new episode of NY MLB Talk with your hosts, Rob and Chris, as we cover the Mets, Yankees, and all of Major League Baseball. And remember, if you're on YouTube right now, you could hit that sub button. We would really appreciate it. That's awesome. And if you
do it now, don't make me have to say it 5 times during the show. I'll smack someone right off the bat. I'm in no mood. Subscribe. Stop messing around. Thank you. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Someone is here. So, Rob, why don't you introduce our wonderful guest once again?
Our good friend, Met Puppet Bill, is back. The first time this season. And Puppet Bill, how's everything going?
Hey, you make me feel so young. You make me feel like the spring has sprung. The Mets rock it out on opening day. Then they gag at the end of the day. Oh, no, wait. Let's be positive. I don't want to sing a negative song. No, it's spring, baby. Like every Met fan says after their heart is ripped out of their chest and they're looking at it beating on the floor. They throw it in the garbage. You drink yourself to a coma for a month. And you say, never again, never again. And then a week before opening day, a couple of days, all of a sudden you go, just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
And they
Spring is sprung, baby. The Mets are back, and they won opening day. They rock opening day. Who's better than the Mets on opening day?
Well, Chris is probably going to say the Yankees won 2 games and have not gave up a run, right, Chris?
Yeah. First
okay.
It's not bad, right?
Listen, spring is about hope. Spring is hope. Spring hope eternal, or whatever the heck the saying is. No one feels the spring hope like a Met fan. This is when we really show our colors. We're at our cockiest. We're really got our strut. The Met hats are out. So let's just enjoy the sun while it's out. And it was a great win. I'm jumping all over the place, but let me just start off by saying I thought it was one of the better opening day wins we had. It was really, they were down, they came back, they showed a lot of quality at bats, they played small ball, which was exciting. The pitching wasn't great, but they had enough runs to take it home. And listen, Citi Field, Met opening days are special. They always have been. The Citi Field looked great, the energy was great. So it was overall, it was a great win. It was a great day. So
yes, it definitely was. And hi, Armin, how you doing out there? Yeah. We know the Mets made the Pirates throw 192 pitches in 8 innings of work. It was great. Joe Dell thinks it was the greatest opening day ever. I was
that's interesting.
I was at every opening day from like 1978 until 2008. So I saw a lot of good ones. But okay,
what was your favorite, Rob? Do you have a favorite? I mean, I thought Carter's home run was really up there at 85.
2 of them. Carter's home run and Seaver's return were probably 2.
I was there. I was there in 83. I had box seats that day. It was a good day.
And I was there too. It was great. But anyway, Bill.
Yes. What's up? What's up, New York?
What
Mets and Yankees. What's up?
What do you think of this new Mets team?
Listen, man, I was gonna sing a whole song for Petey, like Petey, come back. Any kind of fool would see you hit 45 home runs, and we're gonna miss everything about you. And I have to say, because I will continue saying this to anybody who will listen, and now you're forced to listen to me, is that I still don't quite understand why we got rid of Petey. You can't convince me or tell me anything other than whatever that we didn't want a guy in that lineup with 45 home runs, between 40 and 45 home runs, and knocking in 100 ribbies to back up Soto. So, I mean, I just want to say that. And I speak for a lot of Met fans, so I just want to get that out in the open. He should have been paid. We should still have Pete Alonso at first base. But that being said, listen, man, I like the team. I like the lineup. I like that they take at bats. I like that they have professional at bats. Did you watch that game? Did you see how They were watching every pitch. They were not swinging at bad pitches. It was really refreshing to watch. Now, we've had games. We've had a week where maybe we remember, I think last year we played small ball fairly well, and then it all turned to crap.
Yeah,
But this team, you could tell by their makeup, they're calm, cool, and collected. And one thing I like, and I was going to talk about, I just talk about it now. Listen, this team has speed, man. These guys can steal bases. Be aggressive on the base paths. Lindor was aggressive, and guess what? He got to third base, and what happened? Sack fly or whatever, the Beatty's, he scored. I want these guys on base. I want them running. I want them taking leads. I want them buzzing in pitchers' ears. I want this team to be incredibly aggressive. I'm talking old school Pete Rose, Vince Coleman, Willie McGee, Ricky Henderson type stuff. I want everybody on first to take big leads. I want running on contact. I don't want any of this looking at the ball. Boo, what's going on? What's happening? Confused, running like molasses. I don't want that. This team, Lindor can steal bases. So I was excited to see when he got on first base that he was running. Run, Forrest, run.
And yes, Luis Roberts at bat was great. It was great. Hey, listen, it looks like he's, the Mets saved him from the depths of Chicago White Sox land,
he should
right?
be kissing. Yeah, he's got to be. And everyone looked like happy to be there. It wasn't like last year where everyone's kind of like all moping around. Like Soto was like in a coma till June, but I could feel it was a palpable energy. You know what I mean? It was so. Listen, I like the lineup. That's what I'll say. We could talk about the pitching later because I'm a little nervous, but I like the lineup. I like the makeup of the lineup. And there was one weakness, and I could kind of see it yesterday, which is we have our most aggressive swingers at the back of the lineup. So we got the kid Benj. I'm sorry, I'll get his name right. And we got Alvarez. I was seeing a lot of swings and misses, which is fine. They both hit home runs, but I could see that the bottom of the lineup being a bit of a feast and famine. And this lineup don't play like that. This lineup makes contact. They're gonna walk. We don't need two guys at the bottom end of the lineup striking out 150 times. But that's just me being thinking a lot right off the bat because I was seeing a lot of swings, and the kid's a rookie. He's going to strike out a lot. So that's the weakness.
And Nick, will Mendoza put them in a position to be aggressive? I hope so. I hope so. I think so. Chris, what do you think, Chris? Pretty quiet there.
I think, listen, you got the players to be aggressive, so you may as well, right? I can't see Mendoza not doing that. You got Benj batting ninth. He could be aggressive on the base paths, right? You got
100%. Yeah.
Lindor.
You got a lot. You got three guys on that team, maybe four. I don't know. I don't know their numbers really, really tight, the new guys, but you got like 4 or 5 guys on there that could steal 20 bases, 25 bases. That's potent. That's power. That is serious speed, and they should be aggressive. I remember Buck Showalter was aggressive a little bit in like 2022, and then he kind of pulled back. But I get excited when I see a Met team with speed, and I get excited when I see a Met team play station to station baseball. Yeah. So like I said, I want them to be like Hannibal Lecter. If someone gets on first base, I want them whispering in their ear like multiple Miggs when he swallowed his own tongue. I want them making pitches crazy, always looking over, throwing to first, taking huge leads, stealing bases, because this team can make contact. We don't have a lot of strikeout guys so far.
And Bill, we know you're a speed guy. Didn't you lead the Muppet League in stolen bases?
Now listen, because of I don't like to call it an ailment, but as you know, I don't have legs. All right. But let me tell you something. When you get me in a wheelchair or you get me in like a rolling thing, like a what's the word? Like a grave diggers. What do they use those things? What do they call those things?
What about a skateboard?
Wheelbarrow?
Yeah, wheelbarrow. You get me in a wheelbarrow with a half a bag on, I'm gonna take second base from you. I'm gonna take you hot. And then I'm going to go from second to third when Joey Two Socks from the Canarsie hits the bloop base hit. I'm scoring. You can't stop me.
And yes, the Mets made a statement yesterday. That's right, Tony. And does your mood or outlook change today if the Pirates had a capable center fielder?
Well, Beatty would have gotten the sac fly, and I was actually excited once again to see Lindor on third, not on second. So Lindor's on third because he was aggressive. Beatty hit a pop. That was an RBI, so he would have scored anyway. So the fact that the center fielder choked and whatever was going on,
Yeah, the sun was in his eye, and I don't
You
think
know.
he knows what a pair of sunglasses are. So
That was funny, right? There's so much paraphernalia on these guys now. They have so much stuff. Juan Soto looks like he's a walking advertising board, and this guy's in center field in New York on Channel 4, and he's got no sunglasses on. He's raw dogging it out there, and he paid the price, man. I wear sunglasses driving to work, for God's sakes. Put the glasses on.
Hey, listen, we got a couple questions we want to ask you. Like, you know, have you been dating lately?
Listen, okay, the thing about dating in my situation is when they see me, I got the dating app, right? When they see me, they get taken back a little bit when they see a guy with fleece and foam and and no wallet. You know what I mean? Because I don't have currency. I need a lot of. So the dating has been interesting. I've had a couple of situations where the girls have been nice and then we've had a good time. But since Miss Piggy and I we rekindled our love, and then I don't know. I don't want to get into what is this? A friggin' what am I? A therapist couch over here? What is this?
Wait a minute.
I'm here to talk baseball. I don't need to tell you about my love life.
We're getting too deep with Puppet Bill here. Right?
Yeah, we are. I'm sorry about that. I'm getting too personal.
God. It's tough out there for a puppet.
Chris, go ahead. Take the next question.
All right, let's go back to baseball. Let's make it simple.
No, I want to keep talking about my love life. Listen, all right, here's the deal. No, I'm kidding. What's up, Chris?
Some things are off limits here. So, what about the new ABS system in baseball? What are your thoughts?
Now you have to explain to me what ABS is. It sounds like some kind of government conspiracy and JFK assassination. Is that when the pitcher can call a thing?
Yes, the pitcher.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I was watching the game. I'm like, I thought I was back on the streets of Queens. Like the guy's like, I want Joe's dad to call whether or not that was a ball or strike. I was like, what the heck's going on out here? This is a major league game. Explain. Okay, can I just pull the show back just for a second?
Yes.
What is it? Tell me the rule quickly if you know it.
All right, real quick. Okay, it's the challenge system, right? You could challenge balls and strikes. Each team gets two challenges a game. Okay.
Okay.
And only the pitcher, the catcher, and the batter can challenge. They have to hit their helmet or hit their head after the pitch. So
each team gets two. Each team gets two.
Two each, and if you get it right, you keep that one. So
if you get it right, you keep it. Okay. Then whatever. I didn't know what the heck was going on. Like he just challenged it, and they immediately. First of all, they got that call real quick. It was like it happened right away, and they moved on, which was great. We didn't wait 25 minutes looking at a TV screen.
Right.
Yeah, that's great. You're right.
Meanwhile, I got to be up at 5 a.m. I'm like, can we get the ball rolling on this, man? You want me to call it? Let Puppet Bill call the freaking balls and strikes over here. I was surprised. I didn't know about that rule, to be honest with you. I mean, that's kind of strange. I mean, baseball's definitely doing some weird stuff. I guess I'm cool with it. They're getting us ready for the AI, I guess, for the bots.
Yeah,
assuming that's the thing.
Let's hope it's just a challenge and not like every single ball and strike is going to be called by a computer. That I don't want to see.
Yeah, we're a ways away from that, but that's interesting. I mean, if each team gets two, then I think it's fine. I mean, it moves the game along. It doesn't drag the game down, and we have the technology for it, so might as well use it, right?
Yeah, definitely, and I agree with what
Miss
Nick
Piggy,
said.
if you're watching, listen. I'm sorry. Call me back. That's all. I'm sorry.
Nick says they need to stop. The announcers need to stop asking why they're not asking for an ABS challenge in the second inning on a 1-1 count. It's brutal.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah. What about the Channel 4? Wasn't it funny yesterday to be like, oh, is the game on SNY? No. Is the game on Channel 9? I'm talking for New Yorkers out there. Is the game on 11? Picks? What the heck is the baseball game doing on Channel 4? I thought it was 1985 World Series was the last time I watched the game on
TV. Let's just keep it at that, right? At least
it was interesting. You remember the baseball game of the week every Saturday at 1 o'clock? Yeah. NBC would carry the game with Bob Costas. So
they're back.
See TV back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So
they're back. All right. So anyway, what do you think about the pitching staff? You said you were a little nervous about.
I'm nervous, man, because I see Peralta. These are professionals. You know, most of them. Senga. We got guys now. Holmes. These guys have been around. These guys, I don't want to say they're veterans, but these guys have been around the bins. But what I'm seeing is these guys aren't getting at it. What happens when these guys can't get out of the 5th and 6th inning? I don't know anything about this bullpen, and that's the thing that makes me nervous. We're scoring all these runs, but yet starting pitching, there's some hiccups in the starting pitching, and we have a bullpen that's unproven. Guess what? A 3-run lead becomes a 1-run lead. Now all of a sudden everybody's playing tight. We're losing close games. We don't know about Williams. I feel like we still don't know much about our pitching. On paper, it looks good. Peralta was a good pickup. I can't argue with the moves. You just have to wonder whether or not they're proven. If we got proven guys, and I don't know. I think it's very similar to last year. It's like toss a coin up and be like, all right, Peralta has a bad year. Where are we? Peterson has I don't know. Peterson's the only left-handed starter we have. That's interesting. I mean, come on.
But I'm glad that McLean's going to have a full year.
Yes,
I'm
100%.
happy. I'm not that worried about the starting rotation.
Really,
the bullpen. It's Phil. Yeah, and Holmes. I think Holmes is going to have a good year again. So I'm not worried about starting pitching. I'm worried about that bullpen because it's partly a Yankee bullpen, right, Chris?
That's right.
Oh yeah.
We got two of our guys that we couldn't wait to get rid of after last season, right? Devin Williams. And you know what? And Rob was busting my chops before last season that Pete Alonso broke Devin Williams with the home run in the playoffs. And for the first half of the year, it looked like Rob was 100% correct. But
it's funny because half that team, the Met team, they might as well be eating bratwurst. They're all from Milwaukee. It's like watching a Milwaukee Braves reunion from 3 years ago. It's funny, you know what I'm saying?
But Tobias Myers was good yesterday. I'll tell you, he had a very good stint, and I was happy with him. But I want to see these. I want to see these starters go long, though. I thought Peralta could have came out for another inning. Why not? You're up 4 runs. I mean, those are just little things that I wonder about, like pulling guys out, pulling pitchers out with a 4-run lead in the 5th inning. I still don't understand it. And over the long haul, it's going to do damage. I let these guys pitch. I know that's kind of it's like a broken record because a lot of people are saying the same thing. But if a guy's got 4 runs and it's the 5th inning, let him come out and pitch the 6th. Why not? Come on, man.
I think later in the year you'll see that. In May, June, you're still building these pitchers up, right?
That's true. I know. I'm just ranting and raving.
One game at a time.
He's giving us
pain. All right. All right.
So much pain. So
you're on track to go 162-0. Think of it that way.
You're right? Could you friggin' imagine? And we, of course, they'll probably lose in the first round, like to the Padres. But I listen. I'm done being negative. That's the last negative statement.
There you go. That's it.
So spring has sprung.
We have a clip, right? Why don't we? put
Snizzles! Yeah, I dropped this yesterday. Absolutely.
Okay,
you want a little setup?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So Keith Hernandez calls me up. He's like, "Yo, Bill, I'm at Rudy's Bar and Grill in Patchogue, Long Island. The wings are good. I'm getting the spicy wings. I got a couple of pops in me." I'm like, "Keith, I'm in Manhattan. What do you want?" He's like, "Get on a train. After the train, get an Uber. I'll pay for it because Jesse friggin' Orosco's here and he's a blast and you got to meet him." So I said, "Keith, I'm on my way." So I packed my little puppet bag. I took my camera, got a little mic and said, "I'm going to meet Jesse friggin' Orosco." So I went to Rudy's Bar and Grill a few months ago, right before the end of that tragic season. It's still hope in our eyes. And I interviewed Jesse, but on top of that, I interviewed some of the fans. And let me tell you, nothing like Met fans at a bar and grill, half in the bag. It was fun. So we have a little setup of that night that I hung out with.
We're going to give you guys a little bit of a taste. We're not going to give you the whole thing. We want you to go out there and check it out for sure. But here's just a little taste of Bill the Mets puppet at Rudy's.
That's a handsome looking logo right there. Who is that puppet?
Awesome logo, I gotta say.
Woo!
Excluding the Mets logo on it, it's an awesome.
All right,
snack talking begins. It's not even April yet.
What's up, Met fans? You know where I'm at. I'm at Rudy's in North Patchogue. And not only is Rudy's a kick-butt bar and grill with great food, but it's also a place where the Mets come to hang out and they get comfortable. They sit, they order a beer, have a bite to eat, hang out with the fans. So I want to give a shout-out to Rudy's. I also want to give a shout-out to Amazing Met Zone.
Yeah, great page.
Let's go in, let's talk to Jesse, and let's hang out with the fans. Oh, my God, Met fans. I am super excited, and once again, you do not need an introduction to this guy. This is Jesse Orosco. Jesse Orosco is the best bet closer ever. I don't think there's any question about it. He
Exactly.
is one of the great Mets. He was part of that amazing 1986 championship team, and might I say, he has the most iconic New York City sports moment ever when you threw your glove up, Jesse, and you got on your knees. And God, that was one of the greatest memories ever in New York sports. Now, did you ever talk to a puppet before? Jesse?
I have not.
Now, I know Keith and Mookie were doing
Better
better.
Count.
All right.
That's great.
Listen, let me tell you something. That photo with Keith, Mookie, and the Count, things got a lot crazier at the end of the night when they're at Club 57. Let me tell you something.
Ooh.
That was just the beginning. That was a 9 a.m. shoot. By the time 1 a.m. hit the next day, those pictures are in the Epstein files.
Didn't Bill? Isn't that the night that Kermit ended up breaking up with Miss Piggy because something went on?
Yeah, that was 86. Things got weird with Kermit and Miss Piggy. Let's just say she needed a friend. All right, Miss Piggy.
Well, we're gonna have to go on a different show for that one, right? I mean, that's gonna get a little.
Listen, I don't talk. My talk isn't cheap. You want to tell all 86 Muppet stories? I need a big upfront dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need a publisher. I need dollars and cents being discussed before I start yapping.
Well,
because you don't.
Our good friend Matt Patterson, he's an author. He could probably hook you up, and if you ever want to write a book, he's the guy to
tell
talk
all,
to.
baby. Kermit's a maniac. That's all I'm gonna say. And he ran the whole thing. I'm not outing anybody, but he ran the whole operation, top to bottom. He was the Godfather. Let me say it that way. All right.
There you go.
You couldn't make any moves on the street without Kermit's permission. Let me tell you, he was like Michael Corleone.
So where could they see
our Patreon page if we ever do one?
Where could they see the full video?
So I just dropped the video today. I had a great editor, Anthony Venturolo, who's a fantastic editor, does a great job. You can see the video. I have my TikTok page, which is A Puppets Life on TikTok. And I'm on Instagram. Look me up at LOERCH562. That's my handle, LOERCH562. It's on there. That's my Instagram handle. And on Facebook, you can look at Bill Lurch. That's the guy my roommate. Hold on. I think he's annoying. He's been hovering over me like a tending dame the whole night. He wants to get on camera. Hold on. He's all jacked up. I don't know. He's really, when it comes to April, he doesn't stop.
What you got to stop letting him drink those energy drinks, Bill.
I wish he had energy. The energy drinks calm him down. That's he does quadruple espressos. He goes to Starbucks and he gets the cups. So he can't even hold it because he can't hold anything. So he has the. You ever go to Starbucks with him? It's crazy. Anyway, Facebook. Bill Lurch, LOERCH on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, the video's on there as well. And Bill does a lot of content. The season's just starting. He's got a lot of cool stuff planned, so you can follow him on there as well. So that's where the video's at.
That's funny, Armin. Bill, can you confirm you have an Only Puppets page? That's a good one. That's for
Listen, let me put it this way: times are lean, and fleece and foam. If there's a market for it, I'm sure he's not above making a few extra dollars in a weird way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's good to see you too, Bill. How's everything been going with you?
Everything's good.
Good.
Everything's good. Am I happy? I'm happy, man. I couldn't tell you how excited I was to see the team, like Puppet Bill said, being aggressive on the base paths, taking extra bases. I'm sick of the strikeouts and long ball. We got to get over. I think he's built a team for that. Every one of these guys, for the most part, including the bottom half of the lineup, who in this lineup can't hit 20 home runs? Everyone, right?
It's a
Polanco,
good lineup.
Bichette, Roberts, Semien. I mean, these guys are all have power. Every guy in the lineup's got power and has speed.
I feel good this year. If someone could take care of the Dodgers, maybe we might have a Subway Series this year. Chris, what do you think of that?
It's possible, but I think in the end, it's not going to happen. I don't think the city can handle another Subway Series. I really don't. I don't know if this city can handle that again.
Don't you think the Dodgers are I was thinking about this the other day. It's once you get the money, then you get the power. I feel like they're like Tony Montana before the players strike. They're just cleaning up the town. I just think they're in a coke-fueled frenzy of players. And at the end, it's just going to be a fire, just because the strike is going to be next year. And they're the fact that they got Diaz, it was that they took Diaz from us. Whoa! I'm still shocked by those numbers. How much he's getting paid?
Think about it too. The Dodgers in the offseason, they just won 2 World Series in a row, and then this offseason they had the best closer arguably
Incredible.
in baseball.
Right.
And then they add Kyle Tucker, the best hitter that was available
Right.
in the offseason.
Right.
So, like, what, like,
They're not messing around, man. It's funny because, they went into Uncle Stevie's home. They snuck into Uncle Stevie's home. Edward Diaz was sitting there drinking a chocolate milk and having cookies, and the Dodgers put a bag over his head and took him out the back door. That's Uncle Stevie. Uncle Stevie got robbed.
Yeah,
So,
he got robbed, definitely.
They took Diaz from him,
Yeah, and Chris, what do you say about that, Armin?
I think it's great, that the Yankees started, 2-0, 2 shutouts, 5 hits over the first 2 games. I think that was, listen, it's the Giants, but, like Rob, we were talking about the Giants like, oh, you know what? It's not a bad team that they had, right? But right now they're just not hitting, losing now what?
But Chris, you got really good starting. I don't mean really good, like superlative, super good starting pitching. Like you have the best starting pitching in the league, and that's got to count for at least something. 40 wins, 35, 40 wins. On paper, those guys should take you to at least 90 wins. Yep. But every Yankee team in the last 5 to 10 years, they always have ups and downs. They're a very streaky team, right?
Yeah.
They've always Dan's right. Also, the Judge and Stanton finally hit moonshot, so Chris and all the Yankee fans are definitely happy about that. Giants do not have a great bullpen, that's for sure. So
we're putting down the Giants, and you guys are celebrating beating the Pittsburgh Pirates.
It's opening day, man. We are all about. We have the best opening day record, like out of any team. We have to enjoy things.
I get you guys. That's why I'm okay with that.
But it's teams also, Chris.
Could beat a softball team, and I'd be excited too. It's opening day. This is what you're supposed to feel. We're supposed to be excited. Like this is it, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. And remember, it's also Skeens, all right? Though, listen.
Yeah, that's true.
We know what happened in center field, all right, with Cruz. But still, Skeens was knocked out of the first inning. So we thought that was coming.
And listen, man. Listen, Chris, you know the deal. That stadium rocks, Citi Field. I know Yankee Stadium's got a little buzz, but when Citi Field is rocking, there's nothing quite like it, just like Shea Stadium. It's just got the Met fans when they're on top of their game, when there's hope and there's those fans show up, and that stadium was really rocking yesterday. It's it just that place it's a magical place when things are really going well. When there's and opening day has always been special for the Mets, so we're always going to enjoy our opening day wins.
Hopefully for you guys, it stays like that. In July and August and September.
Oh, of course.
You need to keep that place rocking, so this way you make it into October, and you can keep that place loud and going. Because listen, when you guys, I totally agree. I think you guys have one of the better home field advantages in the playoffs when that place is rocking. Absolutely.
It's got to get to the friggin' playoffs.
Then, like, to me, the Dodgers, I don't think they're a louder stadium than either New York Stadium.
Yeah, and I thought the crowd was great yesterday because you could even I just like New York when you could tell the other team is a little uneasy. I just like when the crowd is so loud that occasionally you look in those players' eyes and they go, "Oh shit, I'm in New York." This is New York. This is opening day. You could see it. You could feel it. You could see it in the player's face. And that's one thing I said last time. So one thing that I'm mostly shocked about the Yankees, I'm not a Yankee hater, but the fact that home field advantage, they don't have that anymore. That teams aren't going in there and they don't have that look in their eyes like, oh, snap, this is Yankee Stadium. This is the big time. Because everyone's eating sushi and drinking a double dry martini in a plastic cup.
We talked about that so many times. The aura is just not there in the new stadium.
Yeah, the teams are the teams.
Like, dude, this is where like Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, right? They
100%.
were on this field with us here,
and they knocked it down. They knocked it down, Chris. That's a good stat right there, Chris.
Yep.
All right, they're 53-7, including playoffs, when Stanton and Aaron Judge homer in the same game.
Are they really? Wow.
That's an amazing stat.
Stanton needs now, I think, 46 home runs to get to 500. Can he get it this year? If he can stay healthy, he'll get it this year.
And
actually, he's a funny guy, Stan, because of all the whining about him, and I get all the negatives because he's hurt all the time. But if he stays healthy and he can hit 35, 40 home runs, that's a huge plus for you guys. He's a huge key to that team.
I think he hit 24 home runs last year in like 70 something.
70 games. Yeah.
Right?
And he hits them in bunches. But if he can have a big year, if he could finally have a year that you could be like, oh snap, that was a fantastic year. He could carry you guys for a month or so. That would be huge if he has a big year. He's got to stay healthy.
He stays healthy and he's hitting behind Judge. Anybody hitting behind Judge is going to get a boost, right?
Right.
So if you give this guy a boost, if you give Bellinger a boost, these guys are going to have big years.
And let me tell you, I thought Soto looked super comfortable, and I've been talking amongst other Met fans. I think he's due, and the guys were really good in the booth yesterday because they were talking about how bad his April was and how bad his May was, but he still hit 45 home runs. Like, he's comfortable now, and he could have a real serious year. You know what I mean? A serious year. I mean, like 48, 50 home runs, 120 RBIs, steal 40, top 5 offensive year in New York sports history. Like, I'm predicting that type of stuff for him,
And, let me ask you guys a quick question. You guys are the kings of opening day, right?
Yes.
That's right. Okay. Let me ask you this. What batters have hit the most home runs on opening day? Rob,
Met batters?
Go ahead.
No Met batters.
Oh, home runs on opening day. Interesting.
I'm sorry. 2 out of the 3 are Hall of Famers.
2 out of 3 are Hall of Fame.
In what, baseball or?
Yeah, baseball. Home runs.
Because there's only 3 Mets as in the Hall of Fame. Okay,
right,
so
no Mets.
We know that.
Neither one is a Met or a Yankee.
We know that.
And 2 out of the 3 are Hall of Famers.
Is Mike Schmidt one of those?
No.
I was thinking Schmidt too. Trout.
The total is 8 for these guys. 3 of them.
Yeah.
Matt's got one of them.
Yeah, Griffey. Yep. Ken Griffey Jr.
Did Trout? How about Trout? I know Trout hit one yesterday.
Yeah, I think he's up to. That was number 5, I think.
Okay. All right.
All right. So we have to think on opening day. That's a really good
guys, one of them played within the last 20 years, and then the other guy was 60s, 70s.
60s, 70s.
Yeah. So maybe Rob, more than
McCovey.
Frankie
Staub.
Matt Patterson. Matt said Frank Robinson.
That's the older guy.
That's the older guy, right?
Yep.
And Armand says Pujols.
Nope, not Pujols.
Not the last 20.
Okay, so it's the last 20 years?
Yeah, last 20 years. You know him. He's a pretty known guy. He's not a Hall of Famer. He's not going in anytime soon. Don't worry. All right, I'll give you another hint. Think of him more as a DH. Like, he's more of a powerhouse hitter. Like a home run, an all or nothing guy.
Edgar Martinez.
No.
No.
All or nothing. An all or nothing guy.
Dave Kingman.
Somebody like him.
Someone like Dave Kingman.
No, then I can't say Sheffield.
All right, here. Left-handed Dave Kingman. Think of him that way.
A left-handed Dave Kingman. Wow, this is gonna break my brain.
I make it easier for you.
It's like Highlander. They can only be one Dave Kingman.
Not McGuire. Matt just put up McGuire. No.
Left-handed Dave Kingman. So he means he strikes out.
Strikeout guy. Home run guy.
He's surly. He drinks beers in the clubhouse.
Think of if I give you a team, you might get it.
No.
All right, I'll give you the team. He was on one of his teams was the White Sox.
Colton
Frank
Fisk.
Thomas?
No, not Frank Thomas. Left-handed.
What the heck is it already? My
Come
God.
on. All right.
Let me look at my baseball card collection. Hold on.
I'll give it to you guys. Adam Dunn.
Adam Dunn.
I never would have gotten Adam Dunn.
Amazing me. And you did say
Met is second with 7 home runs, tied with Eddie Matthews, Babe Ruth.
Eddie Matthews.
Billy Mays has
okay.
Yes, me finally, Chris.
Are you telling me this guy is the left-handed Dave Kingman? Did he hit 213 and hit 38 home runs and knock in 42 RBIs, which is almost like physically impossible?
It was kind of like that. I don't know.
Hey, I have a question that I want to ask Puppet Bill and Chris, but it's going to be twisted a little. So let me ask.
Twisted? Okay, wow. Here we go. It's going to get weird.
All right. What would you rather see? The Mets win a World Series or the Jets win the Super Bowl?
You can't ask me that. That's
if the Jets win the Super Bowl, I think the Jets win the Super Bowl. It's something to do with the universe, like Thanos, that 1 million people have to die for them to win a championship. I think that's got that kind of like wacky vibe, which is like you have to do like a blood cult and like sell your soul and your children's soul like a real Jet fan. Like, all right, do you understand? And the guy's not speaking English. He's like, well, and it's like, do you understand that you're selling your soul and your family's soul for the Jets? And he goes, and the guy just goes, I'll do it. I need it. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the Jets win the championship, and all of a sudden the TV goes blank and 1 million people die.
Someone has to snap their finger.
It's
right?
not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth all that death.
So then your answer is the Mets winning the World Series.
I don't know if I mentioned this last time, guys. The Jets do nothing for me anymore. I don't feel it anymore. I'm almost done with the Jets. I'm not saying I'm 100% done, but it's the Mets. Right now, it's the Mets. I'd rather see a Mets championship than a
Me too.
I'd rather see a Jet Super Bowl.
But Chris, that's not the question.
Yeah, from a Yankee fan. Come on.
The question is another Yankee World Series or a Jet Super Bowl. What would you rather see?
Oh man, that is hard.
You're 15 years without it, baby. You're fiending for a championship. I know you are. You need it bad.
But you never saw a Jet Super Bowl.
I know, but you know what? I think I kind of feel like Puppet Bill now. I'm like numb to the Jets.
It's numb. I mean, could you imagine seeing the Jets even in a playoff game? I feel that's like seeing a unicorn or like seeing a real UFO. Like I don't even remember what the Jets looked like in the playoffs. Like I remember there was Rex Ryan and Sanchez. They're like the memories are fading away. They're fading away.
I feel like one of us will probably die as like a sacrifice.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Thanos stuff.
Take the puppet.
No, I don't want to die for the Jets. Are you crazy? I got a lot of life to live there. Robbie, come on, bro.
You definitely do.
Don't sacrifice me for a Jets Super Bowl. Anyway.
We all pick our baseball teams because as you guys feel, me too. Enough with the Jets. And yeah, Dan, the Jets definitely, they're not going to win anything with Woody. That's for sure.
What about Puppet Bill? Does he have a few bucks? Maybe he could buy the Jets.
Let me talk to Kermit the Frog because there's only one man with that kind of clout. There's only one man with that kind of clout, and that's the Godfather Kermit.
Speaking of Kermit, could you put up that picture, Chris? I gotta ask.
I don't know what this is about. Maybe Puppet Bill knows.
What is this, Kermit taking?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Kermit. Kirby is a Met fan, bro. Oh, this guy! You know what? This guy's been singing on the Instagrams. I think this guy's been like doing little jammy jams. But that's cool. Kirby's a Met fan. I like it. I didn't know that about him, but he knows where the winning's at. He knows what the future's at.
Okay.
He knows what's up. You know. Sorry, Kirby. I didn't mean to disrespect you with Miss Piggy, but you know what? The heart speaks for it. The heart goes where the heart wants it to go. That's all.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, I thought
I
thought he was stealing your gig, but yeah, Armin, what happens this year? Jets win 5 to 7 games, or the Mets and Yankees make the play. Mets and Yankees make the playoffs.
Oh, that's an easy breezy.
All right, here's my question to you guys. You guys are Mets fans. I'm always getting that question. What happens with Boone if they don't make the playoffs? What does Mendoza have to do to keep his job? Let's say it that way.
Listen, Brett. I mean, Boone hasn't gone anywhere, man. I mean, do we even think about Boone leaving anymore? Or are these guys like locked in, like they must have some Epstein, like someone's got a file on somebody in that organization because the fact Boone should have been fired a few years ago. That's just me. I don't dislike Boone, but I don't think Mendoza, Rob, is going anywhere. I think they like him. I think they want to give him as much. I think he has a pretty wide. A pretty big leash, but this team. All right, let me put it this way: this team cannot collapse. They cannot collapse. That's the key.
I think differently. I think if what happens last year happens to this team, he's gone.
He's gone. I agree.
He's gone, and Carlos Beltran is waiting in the wings because that's what I think happens. If the Mets choke again, he could buy Mendy because they just can't.
They can't choke. You're right, and they have to go to the playoffs. I actually think choking would be not going to the playoffs, and I think that. So yeah, you know what? Now that you put it that way, I think that's wow. I didn't think about it this way. Maybe Mendoza is the one that's on the hot seat more than Boone. That's a good point because I don't think Boone's going to the playoffs. Now, do the Yankees? Do they have a mandate this year with Boone and Cashman that they have to go to the World Series? I don't know, man. I don't know if that's enough to get them fired. Mendoza has to go to the playoffs. I would agree with that. I think if they don't go to the playoffs, they have a subpar year, they choke. He's definitely on the hot seat. But I like him. I think the organization likes him. So I don't know.
I think the Mets have got to make the postseason and have a good run in the postseason. Although we don't know what's going to happen next year anyway, right?
That's right.
With the work stoppage or the strike, whatever you want to call it, it's going to be a work stoppage. So we don't know what's going to happen. So we really
they better start working on that, man. Because if we have I thought the playoffs last year were fantastic. I thought baseball overall had a good year, even though my Mets choked. I still got my stuff together and got out of bed and watched baseball, especially the World Series. It would be a shame if they have another great year with great players and they let it go to crap. That would just be unfortunate. And especially in today's time, things are so chaotic and crazy. We kind of need baseball, So that's my plea to get it together and keep baseball going. Come on, man.
Chris, me and Chris talk about this all the time, right, Chris? Are they gonna ruin baseball, Chris?
Let's just pray they don't. I mean, come on. They got so much we've been talking about it. There's so much momentum for baseball after last year's playoffs.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Probably the best, 7-game World Series we're ever going to see, right? And now the WBC was great, and now this
good players. Yeah, we got great players. Great like Ohtani, Judge, Juan Soto. Good. We finally got stud pitchers that you want to watch. You know what I mean? So I think baseball's doing well. Definitely don't mess that up. But hey, man,
definitely don't.
We'll see.
Seep into this, right?
And don't forget, I'm still working on my jams for the Uncle Stevie Casino.
That's
me
right.
Feel so young. Uncle Stevie setting up the sun.
Bill should have like a residency.
But that's what I'm gunning for. That's what I'm talking about, Chris. Listen, if they go on a strike, I still got to eat. This puppet's got to eat. Can't be about baseball. I got to eat a backup gig. So I'm going to be singing the classics, the Julio Iglesiases.
Have the Mets reached out to you about a Met Puppet Bill bobblehead night at Citi Field?
I would love to see a Met bobblehead. Oh, my God. Finally, myself out of foam and feast and in plastic with a bobblehead.
Listen, those things would go on eBay for like people would be standing in Citi Field taking pictures of that bobblehead and selling them on eBay for $250.
Let me tell you, I heard yesterday Mookie's getting a day, May 12th. A Mookie bobblehead would be nice. Everyone needs a Mookie bobblehead doll. That was my favorite Met.
He didn't sound like he was too happy with the final product.
He did. He did. He was like, I don't know if I saw it. That was a funny moment. God, I love Mookie.
I think the Mets should put up a poll and say, who would you rather have in a bobblehead? Frank the Tank? Or
Puppet Bill. Let's go, man. I want a bobblehead. I want free tickets, too. When you go into Citi Field, the tickets aren't super expensive, but after you get a hot dog and a sausage and a beer, you're like, you're $100 out. Come on. I ain't got that kind of money.
And Chris, there's a dig from Armin at you, I think.
Yeah, right? That's okay. That's all right.
How much what is the beer? Listen, how much is a beer at Yankee Stadium?
Probably like $20. I don't know.
Oh my God!
I think it's $18. All right, Armin would vote for Bill, so that's good.
Thank you, Armin. Respect. I appreciate it.
Did you see what they said? The beer at the Dodgers is $20. So
that's crazy.
So somebody said, could I pay $1 now and defer the other 19 over the year?
Yeah, you got to take out a loan. Yeah, they have a bank. You just take out a loan to drink and eat at Dodger Stadium. It's like, we're going to get to that place.
Yeah, how about this, Puppet Bill? Are you doing the 999 challenge?
What's the 999 challenge? Show me what this is. What is this?
9 dogs, 9 beers, and 9 innings. Are you doing that?
Absolutely. There'll be fights. There'll be fights. We'll get into fight. We'll be in prison, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth every single moment. Let's get crazy in this.
Yeah, some guy 7222. Yeah, you know what? We're sorry that happening to you. Losing the A's. That really, it's not fair. And they're going to be in Vegas.
They're going to be in Vegas.
Yeah, sorry.
All the old stadiums are gone, right? What's left? Dodger Stadium? What are the other old-time? Fenway, obviously. What else is left?
I think the third oldest stadium right now is Coors Field.
Isn't that great? Coors Field. Right? Classic Coors Field. Nothing brings back memories of 1996 like Coors Field, I'll tell you that.
Got you, Armand. You're right. All right, Bill. I
Yeah.
have another question for you.
Sure.
We know you're important and you don't have that much
Oh,
time. But
thank you.
who is meaner, the Philly Fanatic or Oscar the Grouch?
Oscar the Grouch, surprisingly off camera, is very nice. The Philly Fanatic is an annoying SOB, and I'm going to smack him next time I see him. He doesn't stop. It's enough is enough. The man doesn't shut it down. Oscar would listen. Oscar's like, I'm Oscar the Grouch. After they cut, hey man, what's going on? How's the family? Everything good? All right. You need a little couple of bucks to get you through the week. Oscar was always chill when the cameras shut off. That Philly Fanatic is an annoying SOB. I'll tell you that much. What you see is what you get with him. Come on. Is there any more annoying friggin' mascot ever than the Philly Fanatic?
Philly, right? I mean, come on.
Exactly.
That would be enough right there.
The only guy more annoying is that San Diego, whatever he was, a rooster. What the hell is the San Diego? The old school San Diego one running around. Come on with that, man.
Yeah, the San Diego Chicken.
The San Diego Chicken.
OG. He's the OG.
He is an OG. Yeah, exactly.
Well, at least Mr. Met. You and Mr. Met have mended your problems. We know what happened.
We signed a truce. We had a sign in front of Uncle Stevie. Uncle Stevie said, you guys got to play nice. So reluctantly, we had to sign a truce. So Mr. Met and I are cool. Mrs. Met is cool. I haven't seen her. She's blocking me on most social media pages. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. I mean, you don't have to go that route, but I've been blocked. Other than that, everything's good. I mean, I got a 30-day ban from Citi Fields because I was out there going, Mrs. Met! Call me, baby. You remember your friend Puppet Bill? This is like 2 a.m. I'm yelling outside of Citi Field with a bottle of whiskey. I mean, come on. What's the problem? I don't get it.
Is it
predictions?
True? Wait, was it true? Offset Kermit was known as Silky Smooth. Puppet Bill knows what he's talking about. I guess
he was silky smooth in every way. I tell you, you go into the Coca Cabana with Kermit, and the dude is handing out $50 bills. Silky smooth, just doesn't even. I'm telling you, I can't say too much. They're gonna whack me.
Wait, there's a Muppet Mafia.
You think the president of the United States is controlling things? You got another thing coming from you. Look at the Kermit tree. All I'm saying is look deep into the Kermit world. You'll see who really pulls the strings out there. All right.
So is there
who got Uncle Stevie the casino license? What do you think? He bribed the governor or the mayor? No, that's a puppet world right there. You step foot, you do business around Citi Field. That's Kermit territory, bro.
I heard if you cross Big Bird, you are in a lot of trouble, though.
I can't say nothing about Big Bird. They called him the enforcer in '89 because he was anybody who talked smack about Kermit. These guys were disappearing. But I'm already talking too much. It's too much. They get too much. Rob, what do you think? Well, honestly, in your heart right now, it's game 2 is tomorrow. Mets win 90 games or no?
Yes, I think the Mets win 90 games now. I think the Mets win the Eastern Division.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, I'm confident. Especially
I love the hope
because of what the happened to the Braves with the injuries, and I still think the Phillies got old. I don't know how Wheeler is going to be when he comes back.
Yeah, Wheeler's hurt. You
can't count on that. And spill. Some guy wants you to spill. I
don't know.
Bert and Ernie.
Are you allowed to?
Bert and Ernie? I can't say nothing about Bert and Ernie. I got to be PC. Everything's got to be on the up and up. All right. Your viewers are trying to get me in a lot of trouble. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's allowed to say about Bert and Ernie.
I don't think he could say anything.
I can't say too much about Bert and Ernie. I think it speaks for itself. That's all I'm going to say.
You guys have to remember, Puppet Bill is an original Muppet. Okay,
that's true. I'm made in the Henson family. I'm made in the Henson Stitch. I got the fleece. I got the foam. I got the moxie. I got the voice. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has sprung. The Mets win on opening day. Then in October, they rip my heart out. But I'm still a Met fan in my heart because I like pain and suffering. But there's nothing better than April through middle of July, when the Mets shine in the middle of July. But then August comes and things get weird. A pitcher gets hurt and they stop hitting. All of a sudden they lose 8 to 10 in a row, 4 times before September 22. I'm sorry. Listen, this is PTSD that's happening right now. PTSD.
Yeah, I could tell. Listen, do you talk in your sleep, Puppet Bill? I mean,
I'm sure he does.
I got a sleep apnea machine now. It all gets very quiet around 11:30 at night. Woo! Hold on, I gotta get another cup of coffee.
Bill. So he's got sleep apnea. Doesn't he sleep in your closet?
I put him in the closet. I put him in a bag. I closed the thing. You could still hear this guy snoring. I had to get the sleep apnea machine for this guy. I'm telling you. And you try telling your healthcare provider that you got a puppet that needs it's not like you can just walk into a city MD. They don't know what to do with this guy.
He's got a puppet PAP machine. Yeah, that's got to be loud.
Incredible. And the singing is atrocious. Did you hear his voice?
It wasn't bad, actually. It wasn't bad. I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know what the heck's going on, man. I tell him to sing the classics.
I think he's got a future in the casino. I think
he's obsessed with being in the Uncle Stevie casino, man. I'm telling you, this is all this man wants right now.
A little residency going on there.
Do a set, do a couple, do 5 to 10 songs, the classics, work the room, come on, Uncle Stevie. I know you're watching.
Yeah, listen, I would go there I'd go to a Met game, and then if I heard on the scoreboard, I'd like to see after the game Puppet Bill at the casino.
at the Lizard Lounge, go see Puppet Bill sing the classics. You know what I mean? Sing the Spice, singing the Spice Girls and the Wallflowers. Puppet Bill sings the mid-90s classics in a cappella and
Hey, listen. Can't he smoke a medicinal cotton ball for that?
Yeah, hey, Bill. If you need a guy on the piano, we got Joe right there. He's
Joe
guy.
Oh, let's bring him over, man. Let's do it. Let's get them together.
Joe, you gotta hook up with it. You guys gotta hook up, man. This is
DM me, baby. DM me. Where is Puppet Bill?
Match made in heaven. Puppet Bill and Joe Dell. Forget about it.
Listen,
let's make it happen.
They would bring the casino. Listen, people would run to that casino for that duel, right?
Then you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the bobblehead. You know what I mean? This is what it's about. You get the lounge, you work the Lizard Lounge, you get the piano player, you get a huge following, and before you know it, the crowd, 42,000 people at Citi Field for Puppet Bill bobblehead day.
Only the first 15,000.
Only the first 15,000.
Yeah, that we always yell about that. I mean, Chris. Yeah, what about the other 30,000 people? I mean,
they're gonna sit in envy as they see the Puppet Bill bobblehead doll bounce around. They're gonna know one day it's gonna be worth a lot of money.
I think if that happens, and they only give it to the first 15,000, there's gonna be riots at Citi Field. They're gonna kill each other for that Puppet Bill bobblehead.
100%. You guys know I like to bring nostalgia in. Chris and Rob, what was your favorite giveaway when you were a kid? Whether it be Yankee Stadium or Citi Field, was there one giveaway that was special or that you remember going to that was kind of cool?
Go ahead, Chris.
I tell you one thing. I used to love Bat Day, right? They think they were blue bats or something.
Yeah. Yes.
They were like real bats. They weren't the little skinny bats, They weren't the little guys. Around, but I loved the blue bats. That and I think Helmet Day was pretty cool. But the blue bats were the best.
You know what I liked at Shea Stadium? I liked batting. I liked batting glove day also.
Yes, Rob. The batting, and they were really bad too, right? They weren't a good fit. They were really poorly made. They were like vinyl. As soon as you put them on, you're like, I can't use this at Little League. These are horrible. But they were cool.
They were cool, but you're right. My first at bat in Little League, the thing ripped and it was done.
I put them on. I was like, I can't wear this at Little League. I can't. These aren't going to do me no good. But yeah, Chris, the blue bats. That's right. They would paint them blue, and they were legitimate bats.
And
think that they trusted 55,000 people in New York in 1986 with bats is pretty
in the
amazing.
Bronx, in the Bronx.
In the Bronx,
Right.
no less. Exactly.
I know.
Nuts.
It's like subway robberies were up 55% after that day.
Because you know out of respect for the stadium, they probably didn't do anything crazy like right in front of Yankee Stadium. They kept it like maybe 10 to 15 blocks away. Then it was just like total mayhem, you know.
It was crazy. And then forget when they used to. I remember Yankee Stadium when they gave away the Reggie bars.
Reggie bars. Oh, that was a nightmare.
And
that worked out well.
Threw them. They were all throwing them at Reggie in the outfield. Like, what is that? You know, they're giving you here a candy bar, which Reggie bars were pretty good. They weren't bad.
Only in New York. Oh no, they weren't. Actually, Reggie bars were pretty good. Yeah, they were pretty solid. Yeah,
and they were. Chris, do you remember Reggie bars?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and they were throwing them at Reggie.
They were throwing them at Reggie.
Weren't they squares though?
Yes, they were.
They were like squares. Yeah, they're like brownie sizes. Yeah, I remember Reggie bars.
In the orange packaging. I remember that. So those were some good giveaways. I can't believe how fast this hour's gone. It's like we got about 5 minutes left. So, Bill, is there anything coming up for you and Puppet Bill that you want to let everybody know about?
I mean, on the TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, just follow me. I'm going to be doing. There's a lot going on. I'm going to be at Citi Field. Well, let me get this dude over here.
Okay.
About what's going on. You know, hold on. Let me go.
Definitely.
He's out of the bathroom.
You make me feel so young.
And I like that close-up.
Hope springs eternal. Let's go back. No, what's going on is I got a film crew coming in April. A buddy of mine who I've known from back in the day, he's coming in with the film crew, and we're going to be outside of Citi Field on. Hold on, let me look at a calendar. I don't know. Forget what's Sunday. Hold on.
And Dan, yes,
sing a song. Tell a story. I'll be right back.
And Dan, yes, they used to give it to every. That's because they didn't have sponsors. The teams actually gave the souvenirs away. Now they have sponsors. You think Verizon could afford 40,000 T-shirts, right?
100%.
Right, and they're probably getting them for like $1 each.
Of course.
Ridiculous.
So
give us the bats back. Where you could trust us. Not really, but you could trust us. Bring the big bats back. We won't hit hard. We'll have some fun. April 12th. Anybody who's listening, tell your friends, tell your family, tell Miss Piggy to call me. Anyway, April 12th. Outside of Citi Field, this puppet's going to be out there with the fans with a little crew, and we're going to be doing some Q&A. We're going to be asking questions. We're going to be having fun. So definitely come out April 12th. It's a home game, 1:30. I'll put all the details on Instagram. I'll put the details on TikTok. You want to meet this handsome puppet and have some fun on camera, come out April 12th. We'll have a blast. And that video will be cut together and promoted. It's my real – I've been out there with people. This video you're going to see that I did at Rudy's. I was talking to the fans. I love talking to the fans. That's what it's all about, to rub elbows with the Met fans. I love it. I love it. I love it. So if you want to be part of that magic, come on out. Let's hang out. Let's talk Mets. Let's make jokes. Let's have fun. April 12th for the home game. Come and see me. I'll be walking around the stadium, and that video will be my first real time at Citi Field hanging with the fans. So
hey Bill, what if we send you some NYMLB Talk stickers and cards and stuff?
1,000%. Hook me up with the swag. In fact, I expect the two nice gentlemen like yourself to come out and say hi as well. Come on out, bring the swag. By all means, we'll promote the show because this is one of the best sports talk shows on the air. And I'm telling you, like and subscribe. Do you need me to sign language? Like and subscribe. Share the page with your friends to get legitimate, real sports talk. No BS. Don't make me find you.
Well, thanks, Bill. Listen, we're running down, and we appreciate both of you coming on. Chris, you have anything 100%. To say before I make our announcement?
Just April 11th, the game is against the A's, so maybe you'll get Luis Severino.
Luis Severino, 100%. We got some ex-Mets on the A's. I forgot about that.
Not a bad bet.
Right.
Get
100%.
Right? So, A's
Anyway, all right,
All right,
guys.
guys. Always a blast. Had fun.
Wait,
Nothing like the beginning of the year.
Though. We're not leaving yet. We got a couple quick announcements
Oh,
where
cool.
people can see us. Sunday, 8 p.m. This time it's a switch. We're going to be a guest on Generational Run podcast with Madison.
Nice.
That's going to be at 8 p.m. on Sunday. Madison has been on our show a bunch of times, so it's about time we go on her show. It's going to be mostly Yankees talk, but she's going to throw in a little Mets for me. So that's going to be Sunday at 8 p.m. Definitely check that out. And on Monday, 3 p.m., it's me and Chris recapping the first weekend of the year. So come on and, chat with us, and we have a lot to talk about. And then Wednesday is the debut of our Clearing the Bases with me and Chris and Nick and Jason from Romantic About Baseball. This is going to be a live show. It's going to be Wednesday, April 1st. Chris, did we decide on a time yet?
I think someone said 8 o'clock, so it might be an 8 o'clock show.
Okay, so that's going to be a weekly show. It's going to be live, so check us out.
Check it out. Great graphic. Anybody got a St. John score?
They lost. They lost. Yeah, Armand reported it before.
Gosh darn it. Sad, man. All right.
And
it is what it is.
Joe. Yeah, everybody loves Puppet Bill, and he'll be back.
Right.
We're
you guys.
make an announcement about some stuff we're going to come up with. But Chris, Bill, it was
Later,
great,
guys.
And Chris, I'll see you Monday.
Great show, guys.